Welcome back everyone to another episode of Vegetarian Cooking with JJ. A friend of mine, namely Jeremiah, gave me some of their vegan protein powder that they sell through Arbonne. They gave me a chocolate flavored one and a coffee flavored one. And I thought it would be really fun to make a vegan dessert out of these. So I decided why not make vegan ice cream bars and coat them with an extra layer of chocolate just for fun. So this is what we're going to be doing today. It is really easy. You can experiment and switch it up a little bit if you don't want to use coconut milk. If you rather just use another plant-based milk, switch it up and tell me how it goes. I would recommend freezing them for the whole day or overnight and then doing the chocolate melting the next day when you're ready to go. It is a good idea to coat the inside of the popsicle molds with some oil just so it's easier to get them out. Of course, you can always run them under hot water, give them a gentle squeeze. If you have silicone popsicle molds, it will be easier. So let's head over to the kitchen and get started on our vegan ice cream bars. First of all, we're going to add 1 can of coconut milk to this bowl. And we'll include 1 cup of almond milk. And we're going to add 2 tablespoons of maple syrup. The great thing about making your own popsicles is that you can control the sweetness. And we'll just whisk it all up. Now we're going to go ahead and divide them into 2 since we're making 2 flavors. I'm just going to eyeball it. We want them to be even. So we'll start with our coffee flavor. I'm adding a little bit of vanilla, a half a teaspoon. Add some cinnamon. Add some cardamom. A little more than a 1/4 teaspoon. And I'm gonna add some brewed coffee. I'm just gonna add 2 tablespoons. I want that extra coffee flavor. And we're adding 1 tablespoon of our coffee flavored protein powder. And we'll give it a whisk. Of course, the protein powder has a coffee flavor, but I just wanted that extra boost. You may not be the type of person who uses protein powder, supplements, or vitamins, but one thing to keep in mind, are you eating a rainbow on a daily basis? If you're not eating a rainbow on a daily basis, you could be deficient in some areas. And it might be a good idea to have a blood test from time to time. You can ask your doctor. Many people are deficient in vitamin D, especially Canadians. And I was told by a local doctor that we should be consuming vitamin D supplements on a regular basis, on a daily basis, in fact, because we are not running around mostly naked and we're not in Africa running around in the sun. Even on those sunny days, we do need to take vitamin D, even still. Now onto our chocolate flavor. I want an extra chocolatey flavor, so I'm adding 1 tablespoon of cacao powder and 1 tablespoon of our chocolate protein powder. And we'll simply whisk it up. Remember, this already contains our maple syrup. I'm just going to do a simple taste test to see if I'm satisfied with the desired level of sweetness. And it's good for me, so let's move on. So I'm just going to go ahead and pour in our liquids into the molds here. Be very careful not to spill. This is why I like that bowl with the spout. And we have them all ready, so we just have to put in our sticks. So we'll place in our sticks here. These ones snap in. And they're all ready, and we're gonna pop them in the freezer. The protein powder that Jerry gave me contains pea protein as the main ingredient, and it will give you that burst of energy in the morning, and you'll feel fuller, longer, more energetic. So potentially it's good for weight loss as well. And speaking of weight loss, it is said that coconut can help with weight loss as well. Medium chain triglycerides are converted to ketones in the liver. Ketones cross the blood-brain barrier, and they're used as energy instead of glucose. They're not stored as fat, but they're used for energy. Coconut gives you energy, and although it is fat, it is not stored as fat, but it gives you fuel to fuel your day, and it is way better than consuming animal fats, which leads to weight gain, inflammation in the body, and a whole ton of health problems. Just remember, just because coconut is good for you in many different ways, always consume it in moderation. Don't have 20 cans of coconut milk, okay? I don't think that that would be very comfortable anyway. Now that our popsicles are completely frozen, we'll bring a pot of water to a boil here. And we'll add a heat-safe bowl on top. We'll add our semi-sweet chocolate chips. And we'll gently move them around. And we can reduce our heat to low. Now our chocolate is fully melted, so it's time to remove our bowl. And we'll have to let it cool for about 10 minutes. Now it's time to break the mold of our popsicles. You can run them under warm water, give them a squeeze. I decided it was best to pour the melted chocolate into a cup. Dip them in and use a spatula to smooth it around. Don't worry if it doesn't turn out absolutely perfect on your first try. The main thing is that it tastes good. You will note that I'm popping them on parchment paper, and this is going to go on a freezer-safe tray, and they're all going to go back in the freezer for an hour. Now our vegan ice cream bars are ready. It's that time again. I get to try it. The time you've all been waiting for. Well, I know I've been waiting for it. Here we go. I'll just put the plate beneath in case an accident happens. Once I bite into this chocolate, I don't know what's gonna happen. See that beautiful piece of work? It is so delicious. Yes, I am satisfied with the results. Another little tip I saw online that I'd like to share with you is if you want to change the consistency, you can add some cornstarch. This is supposed to make it more of a thicker, creamier texture. So if you find after your first round, if you think that you should have it a little bit more thicker, try cornstarch for the next round. So this one is the coffee one in the middle. And I'll let you know how the chocolate one turned out because I'm not going to try both tonight because I'm doing things in moderation, not overdoing it. It's a common misconception with people that, oh, if I go vegan, then maybe I'll miss out on some of my favorite desserts. Well, here you go. Case in point, you won't miss out. You can veganize anything, so feel free to experiment on your own. If you've enjoyed this video in any way, shape, or form, remember to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to my channel if you have not already done so. There's going to be a new video, a new recipe every Monday. This is JJ signing off, keeping things interesting in my kitchen and in yours. Bon appetit! Medium chain triglycerides are converted to ketones in the liver and they cross the blood-brain barrier.